Hello everyone, welcome back. This is the third video of Contacts Manager series which we are creating using Laravel, Inertia, Vue.js and Tailwind CSS. So in this video we are going to create the migrations and configure the models for that and relationship between them. So let's just jump in. I'm gonna go ahead and create the as we are going to create a contacts manager, so we will have groups or categories, and then for each category we will have contacts. So let's create a category migration, and the way we can do that is php artisan make model, as you will need model as well. So by passing the, let's say, category as the name, by passing tag m flag, it's going to create the migration as well. And if you want to seed or factories, we can pass sf. So let's say I do need a category and I'm going to create a model migration seed and factory. So I'm going to pass tag msf and I'm going to hit enter. Also I'm going to need a category model, and I don't need the factory and seeder for that. So I'm going to call it contact and I'm going to hit enter. Now let's configure them and add the required fields. So I'm going to go to database migrations and let's go to the categories, and I'm going to add the UUID. So just like ID, we can add UUID. Now I'm going to add the name field. So category or group is going to have a name, and also we can add relationship with the user model. So each user is going to have its own categories. So we can do that using the origin ID and passing the relationship to the user model. So user underscore ID and then constant as well as cascade and delete. Okay, so now we can move on to the contacts. I'm gonna copy this because you will need the same here. I'm gonna paste that, and we will need the name. This is gonna be the contact name, like the user that we are adding. Along with that, we will need the email and phone number, address, and definitely category. So the way we can do that is copy it from here. We can add relationship to the user, like specific user has specific contacts, and we can have relationship with the category model. So contacts belongs to category, and category can have many contacts, and a contact belongs to a user, and user can have many contacts. So that is the relationship between these three models. Now these are everything we need. We can add other fields, and I'm going to make these nullable so that the fields that are available can be filled. And I'm going to add these two fillable properties in the model. So I'm going to select all these fields and copy the names, go to contact model, and then add protected dollar fillable, paste the names and separate them by comma, and also we will have to add the UUID, and we are going to do the same for the contacts category model. So I'm gonna paste that here, close that, and we have the name parameter, we have the user ID. Now we can, I had to add a comma here. Now we can add relationships. So user have relationship with the category model, and this is going to be one-to-many relationship. So we can define that by relationship has many, and user has many categories. This is going to be plural, and category model we can import that. No need for the two parameters because we are using the same convention that is provided by Laravel, and user has many contexts as well, so I'm going to define that as well, or I can copy and paste this, and this is going to be contacts, and here this is going to be the contact model, and get all the contacts for the user. Now I'm going to go to the category and define the reverse relationship for that. So category belongs to a user, belongs to, and belongs to user model, import that, or it's already in the same directory. So now category has many contacts, include that. Relationship has many, and relationship with the contacts model. Contact model, remove the two parameters because we are using the same convention provided by Laravel, and now we have to add relationships to the contact model. So contact belongs to a user as well as category. We can get the user from the category as well, but we are gonna go with this way. One problem can have many solutions, but we are gonna go with this way, and import the belongs to, and also contact belongs to a category, so relationship and belongs to relationship, and the method name is going to be category because like contacts belongs to a single category. Import the model, remove the two parameters, we don't need that, and I think we are good to go. Now as we have added a factory and seeder to the category model, so we can fill that off as well. Before that I'm going to go to the database seeder, and every time we database seeder, let me find that. Every time like let's just register a user, so let's say the name is let's say admin, or let's say Tauseed, and the email is tauseed@gmail.com, and it should have a password, so password is password, and we got to encrypt that. We can use the hash method as well as bcrypt, so let's use this one, and this is the password field. And after this we are going to call the category seeder from here. So the way we can do that is this call, passing the class name which is category seeder, and it is a class, semicolon. Now let's go there and call the factory that we created. So let's say I'm going to create 5 categories, and the way we do that is call the model, category model, just like they did in the database seeder. We can see that right here. We are going to go the same way right here, call the factory, and instead of 10 entries I'm going to create 5 entry. And now I'm going to go to contact factory, which is right here in the factories directory, and I can provide the fields. So as we know, we have the user ID, so definitely we have created one user, so we will hard code that field name. And then we have the name field, and the name is just a word, right, not a someone name. So I'm gonna call it the pack word method, and it's gonna work. So let's try that out. I'm gonna go ahead and fresh the migration, migrate fresh, and dash seed to seed the database. And we have an issue, and that is we haven't added the UUID, so I'm gonna add that right here, and then go to the factory, contact factory, and build that from here. So UUID, and this is str colon UUID, comma, and import or use the str. We can do that right this, and let's retry. Okay, so that is successful. Now we can check the database. Let me close this. PHP artisan tinker, and I'm gonna check the category count. Category not found. I'm gonna like fast a complete path to this model. So f model category and category not found models. Okay, fast the wrong name. Models category count. We should have 5 entries from the seeder, and you can see that right here. So that is all about the database configuration in models and seeders. See you in the next video where we will start working on implementing the user interface for these CRUDs. Thank you.